What if I told you that you can have a high quality of life in some of the most beautiful places in the world while paying up to 72% less in terms of cost of living? Sounds absurd? Well, it's not. It's actually very, very real. And I saw it myself. But here's a question for you. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much would you like to have all that and also pay lower income taxes? If your answer is anything above 5, keep watching. But a disclaimer, if you love big cities, this video is not for you. For all these benefits, you must forget the hustle of the metropolis, traffic jams, crime, expensive rent. You don't need that. Nobody does, at least nobody who is going for retirement abroad, because big cities are to work, not to enjoy life at a low cost. Today I'll share the name of 15 cities where you can find kind neighbors, quiet mornings, and prices so small that you check again because it looks like they left off a zero. But these places promise more than just cheaper living. They allow a lifestyle that makes you live longer and healthier, a life you love. We start with Bagnols-sur-Cèze in France. This is a small town in southern France with around 19,000 residents, surrounded by vineyards that maintain its winemaking traditions. As you probably know from one of the previous videos about France, there are two great advantages of this country. The first is the fact that Americans have a special tax agreement that is extremely beneficial with France, exempting them from income taxes in many cases. The second is that, despite recent criticisms, the French healthcare system is still among the best in Europe. In Bagnols-sur-Cèze, despite its small size, public healthcare is available at the Centre Hospitalier de Bagnols-sur-Cèze. But even if you need some other treatment, you are less than 35 minutes away from Avignon, a larger city with bigger hospitals and clinics. Additionally, less than 1 hour and a half are two other large French cities, Montpellier and Marseille. As you also know from some of our previous videos, lately France has had some issues with violence, especially in large cities like Paris and Marseille. But this is not the case in Bagnols-sur-Cèze. It's a very safe town. In the entire year of 2023, for example, this French town had just 10 robberies, and all of them were without the use of a weapon. In bigger cities, a single street might witness more robberies than that. So there is no reason to worry about safety in Bagnols-sur-Cèze. The town is well served by many buses and trains that connect it to Avignon, and from there you can travel to anywhere in France. Despite being a bit more inland, Bagnols-sur-Cèze still has some of the wonderful Mediterranean climate. Average temperatures range from 5 Celsius 41 Fahrenheit in January to 28 Celsius 82 Fahrenheit in July. There are only 250 sunny days each year, and humidity is average 60%, making the climate generally pleasant for outdoor activities. And now the best part, housing is very affordable in this French town, with apartments often rented for under 600 euros a month. You can even find an apartment in the town's central location for 430 euros, just $450 per month. That is an amazing price to live in a city famous for its quietness, safety, and winemaking. From France, we jump to Spain, because this list of the 15 best cities to retire in Europe is ordered alphabetically, not by ranking, except for the last two cities, which are treated separately due to their unique qualities. But to arrive at them, first we need to talk about the next city in our list, Denia. Denia is a coastal town in Spain's Costa Blanca with about 42,000 residents. Costa Blanca is an area that enjoys plenty of sunshine, and the most famous city is probably Alicante. Denia specifically is renowned for its fresh seafood, particularly red prawns. Despite its size, the city hosts one of the best private hospitals in the entire region, the HLA Hospital San Carlos. They have one of the best reviewed cardiology departments in this part of Spain. Talking about infrastructure, public transport is reliable, at least by Spanish standards, with buses and trains connecting Denia to nearby cities like Benidorm and Alicante. And by now, maybe you think that Denia is a pricey option, since it is close to Benidorm and Alicante, two places that got expensive lately due to the high influx of British expats. However, the living costs are still low in Denia, and it's quite common to find apartments or detached houses for 650 euros per month or less, like this beautiful 2-bedroom flat with a sea view and parking included. Now, one disclaimer here is that we are talking about the Costa Blanca in Spain, and that means Summers can be busy with tourists, especially around the beaches. Some supermarkets and restaurants cater more to Brits, which might feel less genuine, and also summers might be very hot, so be aware of that. However, this is one of these places where there is never truly winter. Even during January, the temperature is pleasant during the day, and then you have no crowds of tourists, and the city looks so peaceful. And since we are talking about peaceful cities, the next one, despite being bigger than Dania, is more peaceful year round, probably due to the absence of drunk British tourists. It's Évora in Portugal. And by the way, if you have been to Évora or to any city on this list, let me know what you think about them in the comment section. The best opinion will win a special gift. This is a historic city in the Portuguese countryside, with about 57,000 inhabitants. Maybe you never heard about Évora, but this city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, rich in culture and landmarks, including the Capela dos Ossos, a chapel decorated with human bones. It's a very affordable city, with monthly expenses typically below 1,600 euros for everything to live comfortably. In not many European cities, this is possible nowadays. In Évora, the options for renting are a bit limited, but if instead you want to buy a property, this city has plenty of good opportunities, like this lovely 112 square meter apartment for less than 150,000 euros, in a building that looks like those from the city where I was born. And those buildings are made to last, believe me. Public transportation makes traveling to Lisbon easy. Multiple daily trains make the entire trip in just 1 hour and 20 minutes, and it costs just 9 euros. Summer temperatures in Évora can reach well above 30 degrees Celsius. It's known for some to be the hottest city in Portugal. During winter, however, the city has mild weather, averaging 10 degrees Celsius, 50 Fahrenheit. The region where Évora is located, called Alentejo, enjoys over 2,800 hours of sunshine annually, so it has a pleasant climate year-round. And about safety, well, Portugal is one of the safest countries in Europe, the safest continent in the world, so there is nothing to worry about here. In summary, Évora is one of the few cities that offers the calmness of the countryside, but is close enough to a large city like Lisbon for a day trip if you get bored. The next city is very different from Évora. It has a more complicated language than Portuguese, it's also quite windy, and it's on the other side of Europe. Yet, we have some very good reasons to include this city in this list. But before I review it, I would like to ask a small favor. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. So I'm talking about Koper, in Slovenia, a port city on the Adriatic coast with around 25,000 residents, which combines historical charm and a high quality of life. It's just at the border of Slovenia and Italy, so the closest big city to Koper is not in Slovenia, but in Italy, Trieste, which is less than half an hour away. Curiously, a local told us that many Italians cross the border and visit Koper to buy things like construction materials or to fuel their cars because it's cheaper. In terms of healthcare, the needs of Koper residents are met by the General Hospital Isola, located just 6 kilometers from downtown, and known for its quality services and modern facilities. Transportation in Koper is efficient, with bus and train connections to Ljubljana and Trieste. Winters are cooler than typical Mediterranean climates, with average temperatures around 5 degrees 41 Fahrenheit, and summers are mild, averaging 24 Celsius 75 Fahrenheit. The problem is not much the weather, but the wind, because of the famous Bora. It's a katabatic wind that descends from the Alps to the Adriatic coast with significant force, sometimes reaching hurricane speed of over 200 kilometers per hour. The Bora is characterized by its ability to rapidly lower temperatures, and it's well known for its sudden onset and ferocity. But if you're okay with that, Koper has also some very good characteristics, particularly if you love fine architecture like me. A notable feature of Koper is its Venetian Gothic architecture in the Old Town, reflecting its rich history under Venetian rule. The cost of living is reasonable, especially considering that Koper is so close to the richest part of Italy, something that technically would push the prices up. Yet, you can find apartments for as low as 600 euros per month. But the next city is even cheaper, and is located in a country that was already mentioned in this list, Lagos, in Portugal. Located in the famous Algarve region, a region some residents complain that is no longer very Portuguese due to the tremendous influx of British, but maybe that's just banter. Lagos is a coastal town with about 31,000 residents that offers a lifestyle that combines natural beauty with modern conveniences. Beyond its natural beauty and essential amenities, Lagos provides several unique features that make it an attractive destination for those looking to retire in Europe. First of all, it's a city with a considerable expat community, so many doctors, clinics, and other service providers can speak English. Talking about healthcare, those requiring more advanced treatments, nearby all hospitals in Portimão are easily accessible just 30 minutes away. The weather in Lagos is one of the most attractive features for retirees. Summers are warm, with average temperatures ranging from 25 Celsius to 30 Celsius. And winters are mild, with temperatures between 10 Celsius and 16 Celsius. Snow is virtually non-existent. Portuguese people are lovely and very social, although during summer you might not see many Portuguese around. One of Lagos' downsides is that during peak tourist season, it becomes quite busy, especially around its cobblestone streets, and it's not the cheapest city in Portugal. In a few minutes you discover a much cheaper one. But Lagos still has a good price for what it offers, and you can find good located apartments for 750 euros or less, like this flat with a swimming pool access, available for just 670 euros per month. If you're watching this video, you're probably planning to move abroad to save money and pay less taxes. I wrote 3 best-selling books on living abroad based on my experiences and from hundreds who have done the same. Find the link in the comment section and in the description. By subscribing to Tier 2 or 3 on my Patreon, you'll receive these ebooks and help decide the names for future videos. Now, from Lagos, we jump to the next name in our top 15, a city that also starts with L, but is located in another country and it's much smaller. Limoux. This is a small town in southern France with approximately 10,000 residents. It's ideal for those who prefer quiet countryside living and a relaxed pace. A unique aspect of Limoux is its production of Blanquet de Limoux, the world's oldest sparkling wine, which predates champagne. Wine enthusiasts will appreciate the local varieties and the town's long-standing tradition of winemaking. The town has reliable healthcare through the Centre Hospitalier de Limoux-Client, which offers a wide range of medical services. Transportation options include regional buses and trains that connect Limoux to Carcassonne and other nearby cities. The closest large city is Toulouse, just 100 kilometers away. If you're scared about the increasing violence in France, that does not apply to Limoux. It's a very safe town, the polar opposite of Marseille or Saint-Denis. Summers in Limoux are also pleasant, averaging 24 degrees Celsius, and winters are cool but not freezing at around 60 degrees Celsius. The cost of living is low, groceries, utilities, and dining out are reasonably priced. Local farmers market offer fresh produce at affordable rates, allowing residents to maintain a healthy and cost-effective diet. But the best thing about Limoux is how affordable is housing there. We are talking about a city where you can rent a 2-bedroom house for just 560 euros. If you prefer to live in an apartment, you'll find options below 400 euros. Even for countryside France, this is considered a very good price. It's important to have in mind, however, that to socialize with the locals, you absolutely must learn French. Yes, there are some people there who speak English, but they are a minority. The good news is that learning French is not that difficult, and once you start to speak it, your life will be so much better. The difference in your daily interactions with the locals is mind-blowing. In the comment section, I put the link for a very effective software that I use to learn languages. From Limoux, we jump to the next city. And you might be curious because so far we haven't mentioned any city in Italy, a country that in previous videos we put on par with Greece as the best destination to retire in Europe. The reason we didn't mention any city in Italy is because, coincidentally, the 3 Italian towns on this list are all one after the other in alphabetic order. And starting now, the first one is Locri. Locri is a charming coastal town in Calabria, Italy, with a population of around 12,000. Situated along the Ionian Sea, it offers a peaceful environment rich in history and natural surroundings. Transportation in Locri is straightforward. The town is 1 hour and a half from the closest major city, Reggio Calabria, which also has an airport. The town has a friendly community atmosphere typical of southern Italy, with numerous local festivals, markets, and healthy culinary traditions. It's the kind of place in southern Italy that moves at a relaxed pace, which means fewer job opportunities, but also a quieter atmosphere, especially during the off-season. The summers are warm, averaging 27. But remember, this is an average, and on certain days it might go well above 30 Celsius, perfect for enjoying the beaches and lidos. Remember that Locri is a small Italian town, therefore there is a language barrier, so if anyone moving there should learn Italian, for that check the link I left in the description. One of Locri's main attractions is its affordability. Monthly rent for a comfortable apartment typically stays well below 500 euros. Options range from modern apartments in the town center to traditional stone houses in quieter neighborhoods. Many homes come with balconies or small gardens, providing pleasant outdoor spaces to enjoy the mild climate and scenic views. I found this enchanting detached house for just 350 euros in a central area of Locri. Other expenses, such as groceries and utilities, are also lower in Calabria when compared to other parts of Italy. Locri is known for its delicious cuisine, which features fresh seafood, handmade pasta dishes like macaroni, and local wines such as Bivongi. But wait, there is another huge benefit of Locri: the very attractive special tax regime for new residents in southern Italy. The Italian government has implemented a unique tax incentive to attract individuals with income from abroad to live in cities with less than 20,000 residents in southern Italy. Under this scheme, qualifying residents only pay a 7% income tax on their foreign earned income. To take advantage of this opportunity, applicants must meet specific criteria such as proving their foreign income sources and committing to reside in Locri for a minimum period. The special tax scheme offers a good reason to make this charming town your new home. And that is also the case for the next town on our list. And remember, let me know in the comments which city intrigues you the most. Policoro. Policoro is a town in the Basilicata region of southern Italy. It has a population of about 17,000 and has medieval roots and developed significantly after land reclamation efforts in the mid-20th century, leading to increased population and municipal autonomy. Policoro has a Mediterranean climate with mild winters and hot, dry summers. Temperatures in July can reach around 37 degrees Celsius during the day, sometimes even more, with manageable humidity thanks to sea breezes. Winters are mild around 9 Celsius, allowing for year-round outdoor activities like visiting the Parco Nazionale del Pollino. Policoro is quieter compared to larger coastal cities and offers a peaceful environment for those who prefer a low-key lifestyle. But the area is still rich in cultural festivals and traditions, providing a nice community atmosphere. The biggest downside is that it's a bit far from other major urban centers, and the closest major city is Taranto, around 1 hour away. The cost of living is very affordable, and local markets provide fresh seafood and produce at affordable prices, making it easier to live within a budget. Despite being a scenic beach town, the cost of housing in Policoro is surprisingly low. You can rent a penthouse for just 450 euros per month, and it has a nice and spacious terrace. If these good prices for housing are not enough, keep in mind that Policoro has just 17,000 residents, so it's below the magic number of 20,000. That means if you decide to live there, you can benefit from the special tax regime for new residents in small cities and towns in southern Italy, and pay just a 7% flat income tax rate, one of the lowest tax rates in entire Europe. Given such benefits, it's not surprising that the next city in our list is also in Italy, Sapri. This is a small seaside town in the province of Salerno in the Campania region of southern Italy. Its beaches face the Tyrrhenian Sea and it has around 6,500 residents. The town is situated on this beautiful gulf, known for its clear water and sandy beaches, which have received the Blue Flag Award for environmental quality since 1995. The town features a scenic lungomare, seafront promenade, which features the statue of the Spigolatrice de Sapri, inspired by a 19th century poem. The lungomare is also lined with bars and restaurants, perfect for leisurely walks and to enjoy local cuisine. Healthcare is accessible at the Ospedale della Immacolata di Sapri, which is a surprisingly large hospital for such a small town. They have particularly good reviews of their emergency services, so congratulations to the nurses and doctors of their ER. One of the downsides of Sapri is that of all the towns and cities we listed so far, probably it's one of the most isolated. The closest large city is Naples, which is 200 kilometers away or around 2 hours and a half by car. Fortunately, multiple daily trains connect Sapri to Naples in less than 2 hours. This distance from major cities, however, also brings a positive aspect. Differently from many Italian coastal cities, Sapri is not saturated by tourism during the high season. There are some visitors, of course. It's a beautiful town, but it's not crowded like Postano or Amalfi, and this has multiple benefits. First is that Sapri is very authentic, including their food. The Campanian cuisine is present there with numerous trattorias serving fresh seafood and regional dishes. During local festivals, traditional dishes are highlighted and local markets offer fresh and expensive produce, helping residents maintain a budget-friendly lifestyle. Another benefit is that housing costs are low, quite low for a coastal town in Campania. There are not many options for rent since it's a small town, but if you want to buy a place there, you can purchase a 2-room flat in the Via Michelangelo Buonarroti in the heart of the city with splendid views and the beach nearby for just 130,000 euros. On the other hand, this town's peaceful atmosphere may feel too quiet for some, especially outside the busy summer months when cultural events slow down. Due to its small population, Sapri also qualifies for the special tax regime, meaning a 7% flat income tax rate instead of normal tax, a great incentive for whoever thinks of retirement in Italy. Remember, since Sapri is a very authentic Italian coastal town, its inhabitants are very authentic, so learn some Italian to be able to socialize with them. Leaving Italy for now and back to Portugal, the next city is Tavira. It's a town in Portugal's Algarve region with around 27,000 residents and is increasingly becoming a hot destination for foreigners considering retirement abroad. Tavira has a Mediterranean climate with approximately 300 days of sunshine annually, making it ideal for outdoor activities and a relaxed lifestyle. Nearby attractions include the Rio Formosa Natural Park and stunning beaches like Castella Velha. One of the most remarkable things about Tavira is that 1/4 of its population consists of expatriates, and this community fosters a welcoming atmosphere, making it easier for newcomers to adapt. Another positive aspect is that it's very well connected, since just 30 minutes from the Faro airport, where you can take a flight to multiple capitals in Europe. Ryanair flies to this airport, by the way, so cheap flights are very much available. Don't let Tavira's small size fool you. Despite having less than 30,000 residents, it's a very lively town with markets and festivals that enhance community life. The Mercado Municipal de Tavira is popular for fresh produce and local goods. On the downside, although Tavira is less touristy than other Algarve cities, seasonal tourism can still affect local amenities and prices during peak seasons. Oh, and Portugal has also getting a bit more strict lately regarding tax incentives for expats. But this is a matter for another video, so if you want me to make a video on this subject, let me know in the comment section. We arrive now at the letter V, and nearing the list's end. Soon we'll reveal 2 unique cities out of order due to their immense peculiarity, so keep watching. With the letter V, the next town among the best small cities to retire in Europe is Viterbo, in Italy. Viterbo is a city in central Italy with about 67,000 residents. It is often referred to as the City of Popes, because it served as a papal residence during the 13th century. Situated about 8 kilometers north of Rome and less than an hour from the Mediterranean coast, Viterbo is ideal for those who prefer to live in a smaller city, but not far from big urban centers. The compact size of Viterbo makes it easy to navigate on foot, fostering a sense of community and encouraging an active lifestyle. Summers are mild, around 23 degrees Celsius, winters are cooler, averaging 5 degrees Celsius, and the city's historic cobblestone streets may be challenging for those with mobility issues. The average cost of living in Viterbo is approximately 1,287 euros per month, which is competitive compared to other Italian cities. And a 2-room apartment in the city center costs around 550 euros, which is remarkably good considering that Viterbo is located in the province of Lazio, one of the 5 most expensive in Italy. The next in our list of the best small European cities to retire is Xàbia, or Javea in Spain. Xàbia is another town in the Costa Blanca of Spain and has around 28,000 residents. It offers a blend of natural beauty and relaxed living and has a mild Mediterranean climate with over 300 days of sunshine per year. The town is surrounded by breathtaking landscapes and has several beautiful beaches such as La Granadilla and Arenal, perfect for swimming and sunbathing. Some people may find Xàbia too tranquil if they prefer a more vibrant urban environment, but if you want a laid-back, relaxed town, this might be a good choice. However, during peak tourist season, the town can become crowded. Not as crowded as Benidorm, but still might cause some queues at the local market. Rental prices in Xàbia are affordable, especially during the off-peak season. You can find an apartment with a sea view for less than 700 euros, like this one. Imagine opening the window of your room in the morning and having that view. A view that is only matched by what you can have in the next city in our list. One of the two cities that I decided to put out of the alphabetic order due to its immense peculiarity. I'm talking about Rethymno on the island of Crete in Greece. Rethymno is a delightful coastal city in the island of Crete with approximately 35,000 residents. It has a Mediterranean climate with hot summers and mild winters, allowing for year-round outdoor activities and a generally active lifestyle. Together with this splendid Greek cuisine, the best in the world in my opinion, this climate probably explains why Cretans live healthy and long lives. They are among the longevity champions in the world. A key landmark in Rethymno is the Venetian Fortezza, a fortress overlooking the harbor. This historic structure showcases the city's blend of Venetian and Cretan influences. Talking about infrastructure, transportation there is straightforward, with a dependable bus network to larger Cretan cities like Chania and Heraklion, and also ferry connections to other Greek islands and the mainland. The city has a university, so due to the presence of a large number of students, it's quite lively even during the off-season. The cost of living in Rethymno is relatively low compared to other European cities. Housing, groceries, and dining out are affordable, but during the peak tourist season, prices may rise, and windy days along the coast can sometimes disrupt outdoor activities. Yet, the climate remains pleasant year-round, with summer temperatures around 27 degrees Celsius, 81 Fahrenheit, and winters averaging 12 degrees Celsius, 54 Fahrenheit. However, two characteristics of Rethymno make it a very attractive place to retire in Europe. The first is the lower taxes. Retirees who become tax residents in Greece can enjoy a flat income tax rate of only 7% on foreign-sourced income, and this rate applies for up to 15 years. This is one of the lowest income tax rates possible for expats retiring in Europe. In many European countries, the income tax rate for foreign pensions are well above 20%. The second incredibly good aspect of this place is that the cost of living in the areas immediately surrounding Rethymno is much lower than in the city itself, while still having access to all the city amenities. This happens because the presence of students inflates the housing prices in Rethymno, so a bit farther from the city and from the university, prices are much lower. In nearby Georgiopoli, just 25 minutes from Rethymno, you can find a one-bedroom apartment to rent for just 350 euros per month, less than $370. In many American cities, this is the price to rent a parking space, not an apartment. If the low prices of Rethymno impressed you, wait until the last city on our list, which starts with an S. I'm talking about Chacca, a charming coastal town with less than 40,000 residents located on the southern coast in Sicily, Italy, known for its stunning natural beauty and very low costs. There you can buy a spacious 5-room apartment with a sea view for just 70,000 euros. Honestly, I don't know any other place in Western Europe with such low costs, like this specific part of Italy called the Provincia of Agrigento. That is why, together with a local resident, I decided to do an entire video about Agrigento province. You can check it by clicking on this video here at your left, and be ready to see how a noble mansion is more affordable than a studio.